here.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun. Gone. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
10. Hey, red. Light.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Letting one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to throw. Stafford. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Play action. Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Wasn't it fun in pregame standing downstairs and watching Matthew Stafford throw the football? I mean, that bad boy just whistled.
He can just rock it.
It just whistled by us, didn't it? But what is the one knock on him? Accuracy.
Yeah.
And that's what we just saw there, an incompletion on that throw downfield.
Set. Lady. Dribble, set. Zebra. Check. Quick. Where's the whip? Track 54.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He hits Riddick underneath. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Going for it all. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Brian, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. And now it's third down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Here's Stafford. And he dumps it off to Blunt. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. On second down, here's Stafford. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. LeGarrette Blount, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Muscles him off. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if you were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Gurley again here on first down. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. To throw on second down is gone. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw on second down. Stafford completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They give him a gain of 37. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He gets this one to Bruce Ellington. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Hurry! Big 20, big 20! 21!
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford fighting to stay up, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
22!
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Dancing to his left. Going underneath to Blood. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And Blood has it. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
10, 10! Like that!
Throwing again at Stafford. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. The Lions on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now gone. He's going to fire one deep, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
I know there will be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now it's Stafford. Wilson snags it left side. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Omaha, remove. Tag 50, tag 50.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Theo Riddick, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes this a 9-point game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Escaping the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
The linebacker, Christian Jones, there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing on third. Gone. They got a man. It's Woods. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now a first down throw. Gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. Zerline connects on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on first down. Roberts with it over the middle. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 46 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. They go play action here on first down. Out to the flat for Reddick. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Blunt. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll run again with Blunt. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That'll be taken in the end zone. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And his throw here is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with his scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he fields it cleanly. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Ford Field. They go back to Redden. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's caught. Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stafford on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
After the interception, here's Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Now Riddick. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold him to a field goal attempt or less.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Luke Wilson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And my goodness, another interception. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Try to get it to Woods. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
21.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The left side completion to Jones. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On 1st down, Stafford here. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Play action. Stafford. He'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Set. 80. 21.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Being chased out left. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Stafford going to throw it. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, tag 50 left.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Steps away. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Dante Fowler in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Michael Roberts, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. It's caught by Roberts. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Partner, they're up big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They think that now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
11-11. Zebra. Set at 80.
Throwing here, Stafford. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Right back to him on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And they showed up a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. A big offensive explosion help.
Much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to